If you change your mindset, you change your behavior, and you start doing these activities strategically, because I don't want to talk about the 100 days and you're doing the wrong thing. Have y'all ever saw somebody in the gym and you thought, baby, you're not going to get well, you're going to get hurt? I don't want to send you to the gym without a trainer. That's why you gotta be in Propel, you gotta be in Mastermind. Because if you go to the gym without a trainer, you get hurt, you don't get better, right? I want you to strategically use the next 100 days. Hey, y'all having a good time? Yes. This is my favorite part, because you have learned a lot, but now it's time to take that home and turn that knowledge into cash. Can y'all say cash? And I'm not talking about the kind that jingle. I'm talking about the kind that fall. I'm talking about the kind that can't even fit in your pocket. You know, you just want to be walking around heavy with the money. So we're about to have a good time, but we're about to talk about how you're going to implement. The tragedy would be that you will be in the room with all of this brilliance, and you will go home the same. The miracle will be if you go home with all of this knowledge, and then not only you'll change your life, but you'll change your family for generations to come. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, and I'm going to tell you some of my real story, the good, the bad, and I can't get ugly, but some of the story was ugly. And I hope that tonight it would help you know that no matter what place you're in, that that's not the place you're going to wind up. To be honest with you, whatever you're dreaming is already too small. Because I truly believe that eyes have not seen and ears have not heard what the Lord has in store for us. So if you're ready to work, you can say amen. I'm going to preach a little, I'm going to teach a little. Let's get my slides up. Now, oh, ain't she cute? Say, hey, girl. I'm going to teach you how to accelerate your success, but I need you to catch on to the word accelerate. Can you say accelerate? That means to do it faster than you've ever done it before. How many of you have really been putting your all into your business, but it seems like you're running in place? Will we bind the spirit of the treadmill on today? Say, going places, we will not be standing still and sweating, because that's not cute. We want to make sure that we're accelerating our success. And before I give you the strategy, I want to give you the mindset. So I heard somebody say today, if you're not at the table, what? If you're not at the table, you're on the menu. But I dare you to go out and build tables with an S. One of my life's goals is to make space at the table for others. See, a lot of times we're waiting on people to put us on, but this weekend we know that we can do what? Put ourselves on. And so as we move through the next 6 months before we meet again, one of the things you're gonna have to check is your CEO mindset. Because you're gonna go home changed, but the people you're gonna go home to, they're gonna be the same. So this is why it's so important to have a community that you can lean on that has the same or better mindset than you. Now, some of you just need to start by asking the right question. So as some of you have came to the mic on this weekend, I have to tell you, your questions need help. So a lot of times when we want to make a big decision, we're thinking the wrong way. We're trying to decide what direction do we go in. Do I need to sell this or do I need to sell that? Do I need to hire this person or do I need to hire that person? But let me help you. What you'll do with all you've learned this weekend will be a fraction of what you'll do for the rest of your life. So you don't have to go away being a master at everything. You just need to pick one or 2 things that you can implement to make money? Everybody say money. Now, I believe if you pray, I'm gonna keep my voice. If you don't, we all gonna be in trouble, all right? So who's gonna pray? All right.
Help the Lord.
So listen, instead of asking the question, oh, will this work? I mean, if I do this and I spend all of my time, will this work? Or some of you are like, ooh, can I afford that investment? Wrong questions. Or what should I do? Still, wrong question. These are the questions you need to be asking yourself. Is this gonna make me take a step in the right direction? You need to be asking yourself, like, can I afford not to make this investment? You need to ask questions like, will this bring me closer to my goals? Because this is what I know. A lot of you want to do the great things, but the first thing you need to do is build your confidence. Now, close your eyes. If you've ever had to work on your confidence, just raise your hand. Okay? All right, good. Hands down. Let me tell you something about confidence. It doesn't get better until you start doing more. It's something about when I do it the first time, I believe that I can do it again. But if I never try anything, I tell myself a story that I'm not good enough, that I'm an imposter, that this will not work for me. But if we work on our confidence and we learn to trust ourselves, we'll find that growing a business is the least of it. We'll find that we're more capable than we thought we were, that we have more influence and more impact than we ever imagined. But this is only possible if you work on your confidence. So, how many of you have ever seen this like confidence roller coaster? And like you be like, oh, this is so easy. I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna buy 5 businesses, I'm gonna use AI, I'm gonna take over the world. And then you be like, dang, this hard. Or as my friend Monray would say, this ghetto. And then you be like, man, I ain't gonna never figure this out. I knew they were lying. This is not gonna work for me. And we call that the valley of despair. And when you get there, there are some things that you have to do. You have to decide which fear is gonna hurt you the most. The fear of not trying or the fear of staying stuck in the same place for the rest of your life. Now, for me, this was a big fear. See, I'm a daughter of 2 daddies. Don't be talking about my mama now. But I had 2 great men in my life. My biological father, he was so smart. He was so handsome, but he died with a lot of potential. And one of the things I never wanted to happen to me is not to live my life fully. Anybody can resonate with that? I wanted to make sure that I gave my children, all 6 of them, the example that they could be and that they could do more. So when I find myself here, I have to surround myself with people that know more than me. So clap it up for all of the mentors and the coaches. When I came to TSP, I was in the valley of despair. I had a business, but we were stuck. Like literally, we were stuck at the same revenue. I was stuck in the building. And I just began to think, I know this is not the end for me. And I began to work the system that they gave me. And I was like, okay, I'm figuring this out. It feels better. And then I started to make real progress. And then I became the expert. And let me tell you why that's important. You get paid more for your brain than you do for your work. I didn't become truly wealthy until I stopped working and I started using my brain to teach others. So I'm gonna help you tonight if you wanna be helped. Now, I can't help you if you want to stay stuck. So if you want to be helped, say help. Okay, let's go. Guidance is one of the most key things to getting you unstuck. So some of you think either I'm a failure or I'm a success. This is a lie. You're going to fail a lot on the road to success. Don't let that stop you, right? You're actually going to fail forward. You're going to fail and you're going to learn new lessons, but don't stop. I failed all the way into a 7-figure business that I built right here in the mastermind. Now, when I came to the mastermind, this business was like a hobby. Any of you have business that are hobbies? Okay, y'all lying. It's about half of the room. Any more? Okay, so the impact of coaching helped me realize, and take a picture of the slide. We're not gonna stay here. Just take a picture. So the impact of coaching, the first thing it did is it increased my self-confidence. I was like, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I just need to do more of it. And then I need to stop doing the things that are not helping me move forward. And I learned that through coaching. So after I realized the impact that I could really have, I realized that me being slow was giving me loss of time, loss of confidence, loss of revenue, loss of opportunity, and loss of partnership. Some of you are doing the right thing, you're just doing it too slow. And so when you build your confidence, you start moving faster. And this is why I coined my 100-day sprints. Because I realized that if I could collapse time, I could build confidence. If I could collapse time, I could earn more cash. If I could collapse time, I would have more opportunities. So y'all look at this, take a picture, be in my business. This is for educational purposes only. I don't know if I should say that. Okay. How many of you in your business are in the thousands? Stand up. You haven't even made 10,000. Stand up. Stand up. Come on, clap it up for them. So I wasn't even in the room at this level. Okay, have a seat. How many of you are in that 10,000 to 20,000? Stand up. Stand up, come on. Good job. Thank you. How many of you have made your first 6 figures? Stand up. Ooh. Yes. All right, have a seat. How many of you made your first 7 figures? Stand up. Let me hold something. Mind hold something. No. Torian, sit down. She's like, hold something? I'm from Canada. I don't know what that means. I want some money, girl. So, when I came to the mastermind, I had an idea of helping other child care owners, but we had made no money. As a matter of fact, the first year I did like an ebook, and it was $12, and I sold $1,000 worth of ebooks. Clap it up for that. That was like 100 ebooks. I was out there slanging them things like a dope girl, okay? But listen, the thing about it is I didn't have no system. People would buy it on a PayPal link, and then I would forward them an email with a link to the Dropbox, okay? And I did that manually 100 times. But guess what that did? I had 100 times to gain confidence. I had 100 times to prove that my concept was good. All right, and so the next year I met this lady. I don't know if she's in the building because she did another event today. Her name is Sade Adu. Anybody know Dr. Sade? I tracked her down on the internet and I was like, can you help me? She was like not even doing agency work. And the first year we fumbled around. I didn't act right because I was still doing my schools. And we made about $10,000, well, $13,000. But look how many times growth that was. How many would you like a 13 times growth? That sounds good to me. The next year we jumped. We didn't double. What did we jump to? 105. Now, this was hobby money. This was hobby money. And you know what was the difference? My confidence. My systems had not even really improved. Now look at the next number. Hey, boo. We did that without employees. $480,000, and I was the sole person delivering all of the work, right? But I was tired. It wasn't sustainable, and I knew I had to do something different. Everybody say something different. So this was the same year, if you notice, that we were in the pandemic. That means I didn't have kids in my school. We went down from 180 kids to 12. Now you do the math. If every kid is worth about $10,000 a year, that was devastating. But I had more time to talk to people. I had more time to develop myself. So the next year, we more than doubled again and made $1 million. Clap it up. Now, the reason why this is important is because this is the year that I joined the collaborative. I already had $1 million business, right? But that $1 million business meant I had to work from 6 to 6 every day. I needed $1 million business where I could make money from my room across from my bedroom. Sometime not fully clothed, but that ain't your business. So when I realized that I had something, we began to pour gasoline on it. And every year, we have more momentum and more momentum. So as you can see, this business was built inside of the mastermind. This business was built based on me using skills that I did not have. I knew how to do it for myself, but now I was learning how to take those skills and teach others. Some of your wealth is not in the doing, it's in the teaching. So this is what I know about my people. Like us as a people, we're taught we have to work hard. You remember I told you about things that we need to unlearn? That's a lie. The most wealthiest people I know barely work. They work smart. And more than that, they don't do the work. They've learned to do the work, have people do the work for them. And so when we jumped from 400,000 to $1 million, it's because I implemented team. So some of you, just to double your income, you just need to implement team, and none of them were full-time. I implemented 4 part-time people to double my income. So a lot of you are thinking, man, I need to do so much more. The truth is, you just need to make little tweaks in order to double your impact. So let me tell you a little bit about how I did that. It was by changing my CEO behavior. CEO behavior is not about working more, it's about working different. You have to change your activities. If you're packing every package, if you're doing every sales call, you cannot increase your revenue. So take a picture. This is what CEO no's do. How many of y'all know some CEO no's? Point to yourself. So a CEO plans for growth, but a CEO no just goes with the flow, whatever happens. So I had to start planning for my growth. How many customers do I need? How do I need to show up? A CEO no, they avoid confrontation. Y'all, for 3 years, I fought for my trademark. My competitor applied for my trademark 4 days before me. But what day was it, Ashley? On yesterday, one of the days we were here, I got a letter that said, your trademark and patent has been published. If I would have avoided confrontation, I wouldn't have got what was rightfully mine. A lot of us, you know, we're doing this bank account balancing, but a real CEO gets an accountant. A CEO, we don't even know. We think we have money, but you owe people. That ain't your money. right? So you need to make sure that you're doing real accounting in your business. A CEO know hire who's available, but a CEO, they attract new talent. You need to hire people that's gonna move your business forward. A CEO feels like, oh, I can do it all. But a CEO knows that if I hire a person that can do 80% of it, that's good enough. I can train to the other 20. And we can go on and on down this list. But in order for you to go home, in order for you to make real impact, you gotta drop the CEO behavior and turn into a CEO. So listen, how many of you are willing to walk 100 days with me? Yeah? You willing? Okay. So on Monday, it will be January 1st. Okay, did I move it? Y'all were just supposed to agree. It's gonna be when? July 1st. I was just seeing if y'all was woke. So 100 days from that, I believe, is October 12th. Can somebody tell me, confirm? Yes. In 100 days, you can make such a big difference. So if you change your mindset, October 9th, if you change your mindset, you change your behavior, and you start doing these activities strategically, because I don't want to talk about the 100 days and you're doing the wrong thing. Have y'all ever saw somebody in the gym and you thought, baby, you're not going to get well, you're going to get hurt? I don't want to send you to the gym without a trainer. That's why you gotta be in Propel, you gotta be in Mastermind. Because if you go to the gym without a trainer, you get hurt, you don't get better, right? I want you to strategically use the next 100 days. So one is goal setting. What is important to you in the next 100 days? I need you to think about it and write it down. Everything can be important. What is important to you? My most important thing in the next 100 days is to launch a 7-figure webinar. There's nothing else that's more important to me, right? No other activity is more important to me in my business. Why do I want to launch a 7-figure webinar? Because I don't want to have an event to make money. I need to be able to make money at any time. I need to be able to activate that play. Now, I don't know what's important to you in the next 100 days. I'm going to take 2 people on the mic on each side. What's the most important thing to you in the next 100 days? Now, I knew he was going to get up because in the last 100 days, he said, I'm going to have a mobile shoe repair company. And you know what he did when he bought it? He sent a message to mother. And he said, Mama, I got it. And I was so excited, so clap it up for him. So you're gonna tell me one thing that's important to you so we can get through everybody, all right? Let's go.
All right, what's going on, everybody? My name is Jamel Harvey. I am the owner of Kicks Life. It's a mobile sneaker detailing company. What's most important to me right now is getting some help. So in the next 100 days, I plan on hiring my first 2 employees to help me because I can clean 60 pair by myself in a week. If I get 2 more people, that's almost 200 pair a week.
Okay, I got questions. So the 2 people you're hiring, what do you want them to do? To do the cleaning?
Yes, ma'am.
What will that free up your time to do?
Ooh, a whole lot.
Because listen, when you are a small business, especially if you're under $1 million, everybody that you hire needs to produce income. Seriously. And so the way I decide if I'm gonna hire a person is can they bring in 5 times what I'm paying them? It's typically the multiple I'm looking for. But I'm also looking for what am I gonna be able to do in that time that I would have been doing their job, right? And so I'm challenge you to think about that because those 2 people shouldn't just double 4 times your business, they should really 10x your business, right? Because you're gonna be able to focus on bringing in more customers. They don't have to focus on that. And you're gonna train them so well that you're not gonna even be needed to be in the hands of your business, the way you can attract more customers. But I really want you to put an assignment of what you're gonna do with your newfound time, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I love it. What are you gonna do?
Hi, my name is Holly Reed. I'm the CEO of the Master Playbook, where we empower the next generation to master money and equip parents to give their kids the financial head start that they deserve. And so what's gonna be most important to me is completing the content to license my financial literacy curriculum.
I have a question.
Yes.
That don't take 100 days.
No, it will not.
So how many days are you gonna use?
So I will use the next, let's say, 45 days.
Okay, 45 days.
Yes,
So we got 55 days to make some real money,
yes.
right? So I really want your plan to execute this as fast as possible. I don't care who you have to hire, because if you can do it in 30 days, then we got 70 days to make money.
Okay.
If we move too slow, we make we make less money. And you can help so many people. So you understand money, right?
Yes.
So you understand that if you can shrink this time, that you can triple, double, quadruple the amount of money that you can make in this 100-day cycle. So we're gonna do 30 days for the curriculum.
Okay, 30 days.
In 70 days, we're gonna activate a real money play,
Yes.
right? You with me?
I'm with you.
I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
Clap it up. What are you gonna do in the next 100 days? What's most important?
Hey, my name is Ashley Kirkwood. I run a company called Speak Your Way to Cash. We help speakers and experts land large contracts with corporations and also sell more services. So this is the first time I'm saying this goal out loud on the mic.
I like it. Exclusive.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Exclusive, right? Yeah. They not like us, you know what I mean?
I love her.
I am gonna sell 1,000 tickets to Black Women Sell Live in the
What?
next 100 days.
Wow.
Y'all clap it up.
Let's go, Ashley.
Okay. So I know that you're strategic, and I know because I'm your accountability partner that goal has been 300. What gave you the unction to more than triple that goal?
I was in the hot seat, and we were all talking about our goals. And I was with my brother Andy, my husband was there, and a young lady who makes fly outfits, and she'll make some for me, was there. And I can't remember her name, but she's Tani. Yeah, really good. She was there, and we were talking about our goals, and I was like, oh, Lamar had said, don't say the fake goal, say the real goal that you really need help with. I don't need help selling 300 tickets. I need help selling 1,000. And I was just scared that if I said 1,000 and I didn't make it, that I would be embarrassed that I didn't do it, which meant that I gotta say 1,000 because I can't care whether we make it or not. And my mindset has to be such that we will make it, period.
I love it. Let's clap it up. See, that's something about your mind. Your mind even knows when you're lying to it, right?
Yep.
Your mind knew that goal was too small, and that's what some of you are doing here today. Like, I'm gonna do this, but you really wanna say something else.
Yeah.
I challenge you to say the bigger thing, because we know that if you can help 1,000 women, how much can you change the world? So we're rooting for you, and I'll be there.
Yes,
So
thank
now
you.
you gotta sell 999.
Now we gotta say, 999, okay. We got one in the building, amen.
It's me. What are you gonna do? What you gonna focus on?
Hi, everybody. I'm Mina Graham again of Mina Graham Art and Designs. I create visual concepts to communicate ideas that inspire, inform, and captivate your consumers as a freelance graphic designer. So what I'm going to do is finish the BSP, and if you pro Pale Gang, you know what that is. I'm gonna finish the BSP and relaunch because I've been kind of at a standstill for a while. So I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready to take off now, and I gotta do it.
I love it. Clap it up. One of the best things that graphic designers can do to really get new clients, there are a lot of ugly graphics in the world, like really, and they need to rest in peace, including some of mine. For real. Find people with ugly graphics. Do them a remake. Earn their business through service. I guarantee you, if you show value, you will triple your business really, really fast. Clap it up for her. So I'm gonna take One more from each side, but don't leave the mic, because if we have more time, we'll keep going.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Poe, and I run a nonprofit called Advocating for Kids. I provide parents with training, coaching, consulting, and direct services to help them make sure that their neurodivergent child passes school, is successful in school, and has opportunities to further their education.
Thank you.
I'm
What are you
having
going to do?
My goal is to sell 200.
No, what are you going to do?
I'm going to sell 200 tickets to our Breaking Barrier conference for the Black neurodivergent community. And from that, I'm going to identify at least 5 parents or couples to do a VIP session with me at $2,500.
Okay, I love it. I love it. What city is it going to be in?
It's going to be through Hoover. It's virtual.
Virtual. All right, clap it up.
Hi everyone, my name's Toyin Crandall, and in the next 45 days, I'm going to do $1 million launch, and then in the second 45 days, I'm going to host a VIP day that myself and Coach Tiffany have already laid out, and it's gonna kill it.
All right, clap it up. So listen, now that we have our goal, please stay standing, because I'm gonna come to you. Now that we have our goal, we need to break that down. I love that Torian said, hey, I'm gonna do this in this many days and this and that many days. The way that you really build confidence is that you do a little, and it becomes a lot. A lot of times we feel like we need to do a lot, and that's gonna solve everything. But it's something about our muscle, it builds over time. Any runners in here? Any runners? I hate y'all. When you start running, you know the pain that you feel when you run, right? And if you stop running, when you start running again, what do you feel? Pain. So the first few sprints are gonna feel like pain because you're building your muscle to do more. So a 10-day sprint is basically saying, listen, in the next 10 days, I'm gonna do these things. For some of you, it may be 5 things. If you've seen my sprints, it's a lot more than 5. Sometimes my sprint may have 100 action items. However, I'm not doing those. Did my team member in the back say yes? Dr. Connie. Yes, they are long. However, I hold myself accountable. When I decide what I'm gonna do in those 10-day sprints, I break it down into categories. One is my business, right? And so I may say, in my business, I'm gonna do these things in the next 10 days. 2, I say what I'm gonna do for myself in the next 10 days. I put what I'm gonna have to do for my family, and then anything that I'm gonna have my employees do. That way I can hold everybody accountable. The goal of the 10-day sprint is to break a big goal into actionable steps. In order for my friend to have 200 guests, that means she needs a marketing plan. So her first 10 days may say, hey, I'm gonna get a marketing plan. I'm gonna find this sweet baby love over here to make me some graphics. I'm gonna talk to this person to do this. And she may lay out a whole project plan. And so it's very important that big goals be broken down into small chunks. Now the thing about the 10-day sprint is that you don't wanna lie to yourself because it lowers your confidence. You want to put on the 10-day sprint what is realistic. And then at the end of the 10-day sprint, you're actually going to evaluate if you did it or if you didn't. This is called accountability. Where there's great accountability, there's great accomplishment. And that's what, you can clap for that, I like that. I'll repeat it. Where there's great accountability, there's great progress, there's great accomplishment. And so you gotta hold yourself accountable. I'm always looking for 90%, right? If I have 100 things on the list, did I do 90? If I had 10 things on the list, did I do 9? I'm a granular person, so I put everything in detail. You can put like, I'm gonna write all my emails. I may put, I'm gonna write intro emails, fulfillment emails. So it's however your brain works. Okay, that's the first part, breaking it down into actionable steps. Now, one of the biggest questions I get is, do I do all of the sprints in the 100 days at one time? The answer is no, right? I take it 10 days at a time because I don't want to get overwhelmed. Because when you get overwhelmed, it lowers your confidence, right? So that's the power of the 10-day sprint. Cass, now I'm changing your question while they fix my slide, or I think I turned it off. Yep, I did. What are you gonna do in the next 10 days towards your goal?
Yeah, okay, so in the next 10 days, my goal is to sell 10 tickets to Wanted Woman Live, and that's with my July 4th sale.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you want to sell 10 tickets for your July 4th sale. How many tickets do you want to sell overall? Because I need the world to know this goal.
100, that's big for me.
Okay.
100 tickets. for
Wait a
my
minute, what was
event.
that?
What?
What was big for me?
Oh, you see, that's the comparison.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the comparison. Okay, yes, 100
Is that your
tickets.
goal?
Yes, to sell 100
So
tickets.
can y'all clap for her goal?
Hey.
So look, you know, this is what we do that also lowers our confidence. We compare our goals, right? And we say, oh, because this person said 200, you know, well, for me, we're qualifying it.
Yeah,
If you help 100 women, that's amazing.
yeah,
Because you could have helped 0.
yeah.
So say it like you mean it. What's your goal?
Don't make me cry. Okay. Hey, I'm Coach Cass, and I'm going to have an event and sell 100 tickets to help successful single women with love.
Come on now. That's how we do it. And in the next 10 days, you're going to sell 10 tickets.
10 tickets.
What are you going to do in the next 10 days?
All right, my name is Jamal Mitchell. I am the CEO of Focused Imaginations, and I help Black youth and young professionals realize their potential and figure out how to get paid to
Can
do.
you come a little closer to the mic? Mother is old.
I help Black youth and young professionals figure out what they love to do, what makes them happy, what the world needs, and what they could get paid for.
Okay.
The things I'm gonna do in the next 10 days, number one, I'm gonna get with Coach Becky to look at what I already created so that we can figure out how to structure that
I love it.
directly to the people that have what I offer. I'm gonna get with Mrs. Adrienne Simpson to figure out how to get my LinkedIn together so that I can get these big ticket contracts. And then the accountability group with my boy right there, Misha.
See?
We're gonna get that popping.
I love it.
All right. And then I'm gonna hire a VA to contact the USAspending.gov to figure out the people who already got the money approved for what it is I do. And I'm gonna take another VA to send a list of 100 people to contact them so that I can make that happen. So I'm
I
gonna
love
get
it.
execution.
So it sounds like you're going to use this next 10 days to really formulate a sound plan. And now you're on Adrienne Simpson's 10-day list because she's going to follow up, but she's not going to follow up doing my little talk, okay? She like, girl, what's your number? I need it right now. What you doing? But I love it, I love it, I love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all, let's clap it up. So here are the steps. So as you're thinking about your big goal and you're breaking it down into 10-day increments, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna schedule your first sprint. I would love for you to start with me on July 1st, which will take us through October 9th. And you're gonna put it on your calendar. You don't need to delay because a part of your sprint can be making your list. A part of your sprint can be planning. Now, one of the things I do on my 10-day sprint is I do take 1 day for rest and recovery. Sometimes if I need 2, I'll plan that in. A 10-day sprint does not mean no self-care. It just means higher accountability. Number 2, you're gonna prepare your task list. And they kind of just showed you, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. Sometimes there's subtasks that you need to include, but hey, get it down. I don't care if you have to do it in a Google Doc, an Excel spreadsheet, it doesn't matter. You can do it on a napkin if you're gonna keep up with it. It doesn't have to be sophisticated. It just has to be done, okay? So don't get caught up in the details. Number 3, you're gonna execute the steps. You're gonna start working through the steps. Now let me tell you something. As you work through something, you may figure out, oh man, I need to add something to this list. If you do, add it at the bottom. And this is a part of your dream list, and it can start your list for the next 10 days. But don't get distracted. Have any of you been doing one task and something gets good to you and you start doing 10 things at once? That's the enemy.
Yeah.
You don't want to be distracted, all right? So you want to get through it, but if there's research that you need to do, try to do everything else so you can get to 90%, and those things that you need more time or more information on, put them to the end, and then go back to it at the end of the sprint. If I don't do something in a sprint, I have to ask myself, was it not important or was I not disciplined?
Yeah. Yeah.
If it wasn't important, don't put it on the next sprint, right? And this is my other tip. If you can pay somebody minimum wage to do it, you shouldn't be doing it.
That's good. That's good too.
You really got to decide if you are a $7 chick or a 7-figure chick. And so if you really want to be a 7-figure earner, you can't do $7 tasks, right? So this is the time where you have to learn to delegate. Shots fired? I got a few more bullets. But you gotta learn to delegate. There's so many people that need jobs, they need work, so don't be selfish. And then you're gonna report and reflect. At the end of your sprint, you're gonna say, hey, I did a good job, this is what I did, and either way it go, you're gonna celebrate what you did do. And then the things that are important, you're gonna move to the next sprint. Before I take the last 2 people, because I'm gonna try to get through each of you, you need to decide some things on your list. Do you need to do it, delegate it, or ditch it? There are some things that are just not important in this season. There are some events you're not gonna make it to in this season. There are some people you're gonna have to say no to in this season because you have to say yes to yourself. Do it, delegate it, or ditch it. Now, I have a free gift for everyone. You can go to 100daysbetterclub.com, and I have a whole course on the 10-day sprint. I have a whole 100 days journal for you, and it's absolutely free, okay? So that wasn't worth clapping, or y'all writing? Because I'll take my slide down. Y'all are intense out there. So I promised that the 2 people that was up was gonna get to talk. You have 1 minute. Tell me what you're gonna do, what's your big goal, and what you're gonna do. Starting with M, and then Tanisha.
Okay, I'm M. Washington. I'm a TEDx coach and a speaker coach. And what I will do in the next 10 days is step out of my comfort zone, reach out to 100 of my ideal clients on LinkedIn, and invite them to my next 2-day intensive and fill the room with 10 people.
Let's clap it up. No, you're not. That's not a good conversion. We need 20 people. Stand up if you want to do a TED Talk. Stand up if you've ever wanted to do a TED Talk. So what you're gonna do is I want you to go and talk to M when you finish. Ashley says she's gonna be a collaborator. She got you.
Thank you.
You're 100 people in the room, so we already cut that down.
Okay.
All right?
All right.
And we're gonna get to work. And thank you for being my TEDx coach. I
My
appreciate
pleasure.
you.
It's an honor.
Clap it up for M. Now I'm scared of this lady, so she is not on my sprint, because if she come to my house, she gonna throw all my stuff away. Tell us what you're gonna do besides throw my stuff away.
Oh my God, I will never throw your stuff away. Oh my God, I'm so excited. So the next 10 days, I'm gonna rewrite my book that is based on my cluttered chin checks, AKA my okay bye post, using my new ghostwriter AI Pro from April, because I already tested it and it is bomb.
Come on, April.
And then I'm gonna continue my strategy, my launch strategy with Coach Alex, because we already started talking about it. And I want all y'all to be part of my launch team, because if all of y'all get behind my book, then it'll get to more people.
Yay.
So that is my goal over the next 10 days.
All right. So tell me what the book is about.
So the book, I started going online after my mom passed.
All those chin checks?
Yes, the okay bye, yeah.
All right.
Yes.
All right, so
Yes.
I want the book.
Yes.
I would love to buy it for my mastermind. I'll buy your first 50 copies.
Thank you.
But you gotta do it in 100 days or the offer
Oh, it's
expires.
done. It's done.
Okay.
I'm just
all right.
rewriting it. I'm just rewriting
Clap
it.
it up. Clap it up for Tanisha. So in closing, guys, I truly believe that I used to believe it's better to give than to receive, but I'm learning it's better to give, but it's also good to receive. And so I'm changing the way I think about things. And so this is what I would love to receive from you. Please go to 100daysbetterclub.com, grab that. But I would love one thing from you. If you would go to my Instagram, Brandy.Woods, 1908, I know. And then please follow me. That would be your biggest gift that you can give me tonight. I love you, and thank you for allowing me to be Mother Woods.